Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, I'm out walking today. It has turned cold here. That's why I got on my big Russian fur hat, my scarf. I'm all bundled up. It's feeling like Yule. You know, I had a dream earlier this week that snow was coming. And now I'm hearing a word that we might have snow this weekend. And I kind of hope so. It'd be kind of nice to sit by my fireplace with a warm cup of tea and watch it snow. I saw a sign. I was out shopping the other day and it said, "Let it snow." It was a pretty sign. I wish I'd bought it. I'd like to put it on my fireplace mantle. Anyways, I don't mind a little snow. I don't want a blizzard, but a little bit wouldn't hurt. I tell you, it's beautiful today, but if you notice, we're getting some big clouds move in. So these might be the beginnings of a snow clouds coming in. So I'm definitely watching. You know, I want to give a big shout out and say thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. I taught how to do a Wiccan door blessing. And a lot of you seem to really enjoy that. If you haven't seen that, it's in the queue right before this video. Definitely go and check it out. Now, that was just for the door because it's Christmas and a lot of people are decorating their doors. But I've been getting letters, people say, will you teach us more house blessings and car blessings and all that? Yeah, we're absolutely going to do more of that. But that was just a beginning. So not to worry, there will be more of that. Anyways, I'm out walking, having a great time. It is a beautiful day here. Cold but clear and nice. Feels good. The air is kind of crisp. I like that. I've been doing readings this morning. Had a great time. I want to say thank you to all of you who have been coming out for private readings and calling. We got a little bit of a backlog, so not to worry. Psychic Bob is going to get back to you. It's just been a little hectic. I'm taking a lunch break though. Can't do any more readings till I get recharged. I'm crossing this bridge here. I love this bridge. It goes over to our park. It's just beautiful here. You can see the creek here and you look all the way up. It's really lovely, you know. I'm so lucky to live surrounded by parkland. Maybe we'll see some fish today. Let's take a look. It's very clear. I don't see any fish. I think they're swimming deep. Look at that beautiful reflection of the sky on the water though. Is that something or what? Really lovely, isn't it? Oh, look at you. Aren't you cute? I stumbled upon a little buddy here looking at me on the tree. Hello, Mr. Boo. You going to come here and talk to me? I love squirrels. Hey. Oh, he's playing hide and seek. You know, as I walk through this parkland, I'm surrounded by beautiful oak trees. As you can see, these are oak trees all the way down this path on each side. And I can't help but think about an article I read last night that was very disturbing. I was looking up information on paganism, and I found a Catholic website. Yes, I'm going to call the Catholics out on this. Normally I don't pick on religions, but I just can't be silent on this. And it said on this website, basically, it said, you know, the Catholic Church's response to paganism is found in the actions of St. Patrick. And as many of you know, I don't like St. Patrick, and I don't like St. Patrick's Day for a lot of reasons. But this article basically said that St. Patrick went in to preach to the Druids why they needed to renounce their faith. And the Druids gathered at their sacred oak tree. Now, for those of you who know about Druidry, or may not know, oaks are considered sacred. They're like the presence of the god. They're like the oak tree is a holy shrine for the Druids. And St. Patrick asked to have a meeting with the Druids at their oak shrine. And when they gathered there, St. Patrick told his people, now cut down the tree. And according to this Catholic website, that when they could cut down the tree and they saw no lightning from heaven come down, he said, according to them, they said, Well, St. Patrick proved his point that their religion was superior, and we should all follow the example of St. Patrick and destroy the false teachings of other religions. I thought that was really arrogant, very violent, very destructive. And it's an arrogance that is beyond arrogant. You know, and whenever I walk, I look up here. In fact, we'll go up here to our sacred oak tree. I call this the great-grandmother oak. This tree is over 300 years old. And I think that if the Druids, well, the Druids are around today, but if we had a local Druid grove, this would definitely be a shrine place for them. I've claimed it also as a Wiccan sanctuary. The Wiccans and the Druids share much in common. But as you can see here before us, surrounded by the fence, there's this giant oak tree. It's over 300 years old and has even been recognized by the National Park Service. Now I can but imagine that that tree that the Druids gathered at in Ireland in St. Patrick's Day was probably something pretty impressive and similar to this tree. And I tell you, a few years ago we had a lightning storm and large sections of this tree were damaged, as you can see by some of the branches. And people actually came out to try to save the tree. Emergency park crews were dispatched to preserve it so it didn't die. I think that's a much better response than St. Patrick saying, chop down the tree. You know, it just disgusted me. And I think that that mindset is unfortunately still prevalent among many in the Catholic faith. It's like, well, we'll just destroy other people's religion because we can do it and God approves it. I don't think God would want a sacred tree like this destroyed. I just don't believe it. But they were so gloating about how St. Patrick handled it. I thought it was very offensive. And I think it was offensive then, and I think it's still offensive today. And that they quote it as a way to handle other religions is even more offensive. Anyways, I come here today and I'm going to honor this majestic giant oak. That metal rod, by the way, is a lightning rod that grounds to the earth to protect the tree. This tree is massive, massive, massive. Now, some of you have been here before with me, you know, but here's the official thing. It's called the bicentennial tree. This plaque was put up in 1976. I remember that year, the bicentennial, part of the American bicentennial celebration. And in 1976, it was 270 years old, almost 300. So that's been 40 years ago now. So this tree is over 300 years old. It's hard to capture on film its beauty and majesty. But I just love it. And unlike the Catholics, I'm going to honor this tree, not destroy it. Oh, guys, speaking of, look at this oak tree across from me. Look at the beautiful sky. And the sun lord is filtering through the clouds and the tree branches. Is that beautiful or what? I love it. Well, I've just arrived at our local shopping center and checking the price of gas today. Here's the Exxon price. Regular is $2.53, Plus is $3.13, and Supreme is $3.53. Now that may not mean a lot today, but in 30 years it'll be fun to look back at this video and see what, prices were back then. So, anyways, we're rolling along. Well, there's a fire truck. Look, the fire truck has on it a wreath. They just waved to me. They ought to know me. They participated in stalking. That's a whole nother story. So we're going to go along and have some lunch. Oh, and look, Tubi, Pier 1 has its Christmas wreath over the store. Maybe we'll go there later today. We'll see. There's always someplace fun to go around here. That might be on our list. I'm not going to promise it. We'll see what the day brings. Come on along. Here's some stairs we're climbing. Oh, look, I love the Geico gecko. Isn't he cute? There he is, Mr. Gecko. Hello, Mr. Gecko. Gecko Geico. I'm not being endorsed by Geico, so not to worry. I just happened to be passing by. Oh, and look, guys, here they got snowflakes in the window. There's some holiday mugs and plates. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, look, all Christmas on sale, up to 30% off. Well, I'm liking that. It's getting better and better. Oh, look at this, guys. That's cute. All faux fur throws and pillow, 40%. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to go here. They have a mink throw that I'm crazy about. Oh, I'm gonna have to go here. Well, Tubies, here I am at my favorite restaurant, getting ready to have some food. Some of you have been asking about my hat that I'm wearing. I thought I'd show it to you. This is a Russian hat. It's called a ushanka. I ordered it. It came over from Russia. On the front is the imperial seal of the Russian royal family. This is a Russian military hat, and they chose to use the imperial seal when the Soviet Union ended. The old Russian military hats have the communist star, the red star with the hammer and sickle. I chose not to wear that because I'm not a big fan of communism. But I like royalty, and as being the Duke of Ravensworth, I thought it's more appropriate that I wear a royal insignia. And so you see it's got the crown here and the double-headed eagle and the arms of the Tsar with the scepter and the orb, signs of royal power. Now, for those of you who are PETA people, this is not real fur. It is imitation fur. But it's a wonderful hat. It's all lined and quilted inside, very luxurious. These are kind of expensive, but they're worth the money. And it's got the ear flaps. And see, when it's warmer weather, you can tie the ear flaps up on top. You know, they fold up. But yeah, that's my hat. Of course, now I've been wearing my hair's all crazy today, but that's all right. You've seen Psychic Bob at his worst, and you can handle it. Well, it looks like my iced tea arrived. Yum! Got me a nice sweet tea here. I'm going to take a look at the menu and see what there is to see, so I'll check back with you. I'm putting my Russian hat down inside my Louis Vuitton bag now so I don't drop it on the floor or forget it. I don't want to lose that. Have you ever been to a restaurant and forgot something, left it? Oh, I hate that. Anyways, so I got Louis with me today. He's decided to get out of the house. He's been lazy lately, letting Gigi, my Gucci bag, go out, but now it's time for him to come out. One of the little treasures packed inside my Louis Vuitton bag today is the Witch's Almanac. Have you guys ever seen this? This is one of my favorite books. It has so much wisdom. It comes out annually. And this edition ran from spring 2017 to spring 2018. So, you know, it's like the next edition, it's out now, but it doesn't actually start until around March of 2018. So if you want to buy Christmas gifts for people, you can still get it and it won't be late. So anyways, I'm going to take a look at this while I'm here. Tubies, I've had to pause my reading of the Witch's Almanac because look what just arrived. Psychic Bob's Living Large. I got a delicious pepperoni pizza here. They hand make them here from scratch. I love it. Well, you know, if a snowstorm's coming, I might not eat for a few days, so I got to prepare. Oh, it is definitely good. You know, I love the Witch's Almanac because they have articles in it that you can read throughout the year. Besides having a monthly calendar with all the moon information, they have astrology in it, and they have articles throughout the periodical. And here's an article on talismans. And this is called the Agishyam, or the Helm of All. Now, for those of you who saw yesterday's video, you know we were talking about charms for your door for protection, and this is something you could also put on the door of your home. The Helm of All. It would be a wonderful charm, as you can see it here. Now it looks like kind of complex, but if you break it down and study it, it'd be easy to draw this. You got a cross here and here, and then a crisscross here, so it's 8 8 spikes, like the wheel of the year. And then each one is like a trident. You see how the heads are? It's like trident, like a spear. And then 3 little hash marks under that. And a circle in the middle. So even though at first it looks complex to draw, actually if you sit down and take your time, you could draw this. Or if you go online, you could do an internet image search for Helm of All. And anyways, it has an article. I'm not going to read all this, but I like the end of the article here because it says, in a time of need to use the Helm of All, one need only make the symbol and impress it between your brows. If you're out in public or at work, simply project it from your third eye. So study this, and then you can visualize projecting it before you, and it'll be protection. And you can also put that on your door, so just something to think about. Helm of All. Well, Tubies, that was a wonderful lunch. I'm all charged up. I ate too much, but I had a great time. I'm heading out. Ooh, that sun is bright. Look at that sun lord shine. He is taking over the whole sky. Maybe the snow clouds are going to burn off. I don't know. Look at that. Ooh, let's go into that sun. Isn't that powerful? You can see the sun's already heading to the west and sinking low in the sky. It's only about 3 o'clock, but the sun's already going down. By 4:30, it'll be dark. Well, I tell you. Well, while I'm up here, I have to go to Rite Aid. Oh, wait, there's no more Rite Aid. I think it's now Walgreens. Supposedly they're changing over. Well, we'll go up this way and see what there is to see. I'm going to get me some body wash. I like my liquid soap. Here it is. There's so many to choose from. I'm a big fan of Irish Spring. This one looks pretty good. Let's see what that is. It's $5.49. It's a little pricey, but that's about what it runs. Well, I'm liking that. I think that's going to go home and say goodbye. This one has Moisture Blast, and it's got scrub. It's got crystals, like menthol crystal. Makes you feel really good. I'm not being endorsed by Irish Spring, but I do have fun with their soap. It makes me feel good. Oh, and here's the shampoo aisle. I don't know what to buy today. Oh, there's Suave. I like it. Oh, I like the coconut Suave. That's one I usually buy. It's pretty good. Coconut. It's nice and silky. It makes my hair look good. I think that's going home. I have the best time shopping here. This store is really nice. Never drama like CVS. Never. You know, I love this time of year because there's a lot of Christmas candies out. I have a sweet tooth, I have to admit it. Look at that giant Russell Stover. That's massive. Usually $19. Oh, it's on sale. I think it's on sale. $9.99. Oh, temptation. Oh, Tubies. I couldn't help myself. That big box of chocolate was on sale for $9. So look what's in my bag. Our sun lord is looking awesome out there in the sky. It's getting lower and lower quickly. I don't know about you, but I love this time of sunset. I like to see our sun. It's glorious at sunset. I like sunrise too, but it seems like at sunrise, the sun moves quickly, like it just rises and blazes in the sky. But it seems like in the evening, it just takes a little slower to go down than it does to rise. Maybe it doesn't. It just seems like that to me. Anyways, I'm walking along. And here we're coming to an open retail space here. This used to be a pizza shop, but unfortunately didn't make it. It was a nice shop, but I liked it. I don't know why I didn't make it. But it's a giant spot. Look inside of it, guys. This could be the location of the next Wiccan temple. Some of you have written me and said, "Say Bob, I want to help you form your temple." Well, if I can get a good space, I will definitely take you guys up on it. We'll have some work to do. We're going to keep looking. It'll happen when it's supposed to. Well, guys, as I watch our Sun Lord setting, it reminds me it's time to go home and have a cup of tea and get cozy by my fireplace. The air is a little gentler now, which I'm thankful for. But it'll be dark soon and it'll get cold. A lot of those clouds have blown off. But I'm still hearing and predicting snow for the weekend, at least in Washington, D.C. So we'll see what happens. Well, guys, thanks for coming along. You're the best. Listen, if you want to help me out, like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, hit subscribe, be part of our channel. We'd love you to be here. And if you didn't see yesterday's video on door blessings, definitely check that out. You guys are best. I love you. We'll see you back here tomorrow on Friday for UFO Friday. We'll see you then. Blessed be.